Welcome back to Creative Manifestation. Today I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Creating our own beauty standards is one of the things. And my going gray experience and how I kind of went through the transition, what the transition's been like. I think a lot of times we think of it as like a just physical thing, but really it's so much deeper than that. In my experience, what I've kind of gone through is feeling like I've come into a more powerful self during the process. I don't know why that goes along with it, but it does. And I've seen other people kind of talk about this and feel this way and go through this same experience. And I think it's like you stopped buying into the idea that you had to be a certain way. You decided to say no to that and then kind of reclaim something that was you were told was bad, basically. We're told gray hair is bad. You want to cover it up. You don't want to see gray hairs. You got to get rid of them, you know? And so I think this like empowering thing happens when you go through this process because you stop buying into what other people or the system or society at large says is wrong about you. And you say, no, I don't agree with that. And you start kind of reclaiming your power. I would say that's one of the biggest things that I've experienced on this journey that I wasn't expecting. No, it would be more than just the hair, growing out my hair. I didn't know that I was going to go through this like metamorphosis internally, like in this way. There could be something to hair in general, like the power of our hair, because, there's that like Bible story about like Samson and Delilah, how she chopped off Samson's hair and he like lost his power. There could be something to this like power thing with hair, that it has like a power to it. And also there's something about like trackers in the army or something who had long hair, because long hair helped them sense their environment and be able to do the tracking. There are sensory receptors in our hair. I feel like there could be something to this, like the power of our hair. And when we put the chemicals on it, it kind of dulls it down. It dulls the senses of our hair potentially and makes us less intuitive, maybe. I was kind of thinking about with it, but why we go through this like powerful transformation when we grow our gray out. There's just something about it, I feel like, that happens. And another thing I really love about it is the uniqueness of it, because a lot of people don't have their natural hair. So it's very unique. And I've had like compliments on my hair more than I've had when my hair was colored. I had like this younger girl at a store. She was like, "Oh, I love your hair. I want to grow my hair out." And I had a guy randomly at something say, "Oh, I love your hair." And like I never had people compliment my hair like that before. And I think it's just it stands out. It's very unique and I love that about it because a lot of people don't have gray hair. Really interesting and kind of cool and unexpected. You sort of have your own unique look. It really stands out. I feel like it's very striking. The health of my hair is absolutely like so much better. It's just really, it's so much healthier. It's so much softer. My hair is thicker now. I mean, that could be have to do with my thyroid. I've talked about that on my channel before, but my hair just feels really amazing. And I thought it was going to be like really coarse and porous, which is not true at all. It's not that way. So my transition was kind of long, kind of went like the long road with it, I would say, because I stopped coloring the back of my hair. And then that had been growing out for like a year probably. And then I gray blended with highlights. So I took a really long road towards my gray grow out. And it's pretty grown out at this point. I stopped gray blending with highlights. December of 2022 was when I stopped doing that. And I still have a little bit of color. Can't see it very well in this lighting, but on the ends of my hair, just that little bit of brown. And my hair, looks kind of dark in this light, but I do have like a chunk of white on the front. That's where most of my gray is. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about like this transition and how powerful it is on an internal level and just kind of reclaiming your power, kind of what we're told and taught we should be doing. I think that's one of the most powerful things about the transformation. Kind of like come into your own or something on the journey of growing out your gray hair that is just different. I can't really explain it any other way, but just a different, unique experience. And you're going to stand out. You're going to stand out with gray hair and you're going to be different. And I think that's the coolest thing because, I think we all need to be our unique selves. And in this world, people start looking the same when we all start doing the same things. And I kind of see that happening. And I feel like this going gray transition, it makes you stand out and it makes you unique. And I just think that's so cool about it. Lots of ways to go gray if you're looking to go gray and you're trying to figure out how. I have a lot of videos on my channel about how I did it, my process, and all the stuff I did. I used toners on my hair. I had highlights. You can watch like my transformation videos, and I will pop in some pictures of my transformation in this video so you can see my process. And I also, you don't know what's lying underneath. That's the thing. Like, I didn't know I had all this dark hair still in my hair. I mean, I still have a lot of dark hair. I have salt and pepper hair. I didn't know that. And so that's another kind of surprise that you could expect on the journey too. Just seeing how your hair will change too as you're going through it as well, because you may get more gray as you go along. And my hair looks different in every light too. That's the other thing that's kind of different. In like more light, it like look how gray that looks. It looks so much whiter over here in this like window light in the window light than it does when I'm standing over there. So those are kind of like some of the surprising things that you experience. Just like be your own beauty standard. We don't have to follow everyone else. We don't have to be like everybody else. We can claim for ourselves our own beauty standards. We can say, this is my beauty standard. My gray hair is my beauty standard. Reclaiming ourselves, reclaiming our power, reclaiming our sovereignty as far as like our choices that we make in our life and like what we base our decisions off of and our own values. Aging your own way too, I feel like is really important, and it kind of makes you think about that more as well. Just aging your own way, doing it your way, living the way you want to live, and being your authentic self. And I think this transformation going gray really facilitates that. It facilitates this like authenticity and uniqueness that I think is really amazing. And so I just wanted to share that today, and I hope you're doing well if you're on your gray hair grow out journey. Like my free going gray guide, it's down below in the description. And I will see you in the next video.